everyone, welcome back to WsCube. In our today's session, we will be solving more problems related to the dictionary. In our previous session, we covered 5 problems related to the dictionary. We will be solving more of them in our today's session. So let's have a look on what questions do we have. So here mentioned are 4 questions. First question says write a Python program to sort a dictionary by values. Our second question says write a Python script to print a dictionary where the keys are numbers between 1 to 15 and the values are the square of those keys. So write a program to multiply all the items in a dictionary and write a Python program to sort a dictionary. So they all seem very familiar. They all seem very easy. So let's get started with them. First of all, we will be writing a Python program to sort a dictionary by its value.
Before that, if you want to become a successful data analyst and if you want to learn from our experts live, then you can call on the given number or you can fill the form that is provided in our description. Not just that, with our every batch, you will be getting 2 demo classes for free.
So I'll be considering an example over here. I'll be creating a dictionary and we'll be adding numbers to its values. And what we will be doing, sorting means to arrange them in a ascending order. So we'll be sorting the values in the form of a ascending order over here and print those values inside a list. Okay. So first of all, let's create a dictionary. So I'll be creating a dictionary with different values over here. That A, there's a string A whose value is, let's say, 56, comma. There is another string B, that is the key B, and whose value is, let's say, 45, comma. We have C whose value is, let's say, 27, and lastly D whose value is 67. So what I need to do, I need to arrange it, I need to sort it in this way that it should show me its values in ascending order and should store it in a list. So here what I will be doing, I will be creating a variable called as SV. SV is equals to, SV here stands for sorted values. So SV stands for sorted values over here. So what we need to do, we need to sort what? We need to sort the values over here. So whose values? A's values we have to sort over here. That means we need to arrange them in the ascending order. So I'll be writing A over here and writing dot values, open close the bracket. Now what I need to do, we need to print our SV. Let's run and see what will happen. So as you can see, I have received a value over here which says 27, 45, 56, 67 in the form of ascending order. Even though I mentioned it like 56, 45, 27, 67, still it's coming in ascending order. So that means it was previously mixed up. Now it is sorted by using our sorted method over here. Okay, talking about our next question over here, which says write a Python script to print a dictionary where the keys and numbers are between 1 to 15 and the values are square of these keys. So what we basically need to do is we need to create a dictionary whose keys will be 1 to 15 and in front of it their values will be their squares. Okay, so basically in the end your dictionary should look like 1 colon 1. So square of 1 would be 1. So next would be the number 2. So 2 colon 2 square is 4. And 3 square is 9. Next would be 4. 4 square would be 16 and so on. So how it will be going? It will be going in this way that we will be writing the keys. Keys will be 1 to 15 numbers and then the values would be square of these numbers only. So we'll be creating this dictionary. So here we clearly know that we need to go all the way from 1 to 15. So we are not going to do it for each and every step. Here we can use a loop as well over here. So what we'll be doing, we will be using a for loop over here to iterate between the values up to 1 to 15. And then we will be providing with its square over here. So for that, first of all, let's create an empty dictionary that will keep the square of all the numbers. So SQ, I'm keeping it in SQ and dictionary. It's an empty dictionary over here. Now I'll be using my for loop over here that for I in range. Now how we need to define the range, because we have 1 to 15 numbers over here, we will be writing 1 to 15. And as in for loop, we know that the 15 number is not written directly. If you want to iterate it up to 15, then you need to write plus 1. That would be your 16. So I'll be writing 16 over here. And what we need to do, we need to add the values, we need to add the keys and the values to the dictionary for it. So to add it, we will be writing the name of the dictionary, that is SQ. In the square bracket, I'll be mentioning the variable I, that how it will be increasing. That means the key will be having 1 to 15 numbers and the values will have the square of it. So for writing the square of it, I'll be writing. So for writing the square of it, I'll be using I times. So for writing the square of it, I'll be writing I and its exponent would be 2. That means the square would be like this. You can write I times I as well, or you can use I exponent 2. And lastly, we will be printing this dictionary. So if I print SQ over here, then you put the previous one inside the comments. So if I print SQ over here and run the program, so now you will see, first of all, we have 1, 1, then 2, 4, then 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, and so on up to the 15 numbers over here. So basically all we did over here was use a for loop, and we gave a range of 1 to 15 numbers because we wanted to do it for the 15 numbers. If you wanted to do it for more numbers, then you can increase the range over here and simply provide it with the update formula, like how you can update, you can write the values inside the dictionary by writing the name of the dictionary inside the square bracket, providing the variable is equal to multiplying that variable by itself. So that means if the first value is 2 over here, then it will be 2 times 2, that will be your 4. So this is how your dictionary will get updated. Moving ahead, we have write a program to multiply all the items in a dictionary. So all the items that we have inside a dictionary, we need to multiply them. That means the items will be inside the values, not inside the keys. So first of all, I'll be creating a dictionary over here. So here we will be creating a variable. Here I have written down a dictionary. Now I'll be creating a variable called as answer, which will be storing 1. Remember not to keep the value 0 over here, because in multiplication, if a number is multiplied with any number over here, because in multiplication, if we multiply a number with a 0, then it will automatically in the end give us the output 0 over here. So better you keep it 1 over here. We are not using addition, so 1 will not get added over here. It's a multiplication, so 1 can be used over here. Now what we need to do next over here is, yes, we will be iterating through the values over here. That means we will be using our for loop. So I'll be writing for I in A. That means our dictionary. What we need to do, we need to multiply the answers over here. That means we need to multiply the value over here inside the answers, right, and keep adding to it. So I'll be writing answer is equals to answer multiply with A of I. That means with the value of that dictionary. That means A times I over here is representing the values over here, and answer will be every time multiply with it. And lastly, what we will be doing, we will be printing the answer, that the sum of all the items in a dictionary is, and I'll be putting a comma over here, and that would be your answer. So as soon as I run it, I get the output over here. The sum of all the items in the dictionary is 1080. That means when all the numbers that are written over here are multiplied, we get the output 1080. So very simple thing we did over here, that we first of all considered a dictionary over here. We created a variable called as answer whose values was 1. And then we used a for loop over here, that for I in A, that means for a variable in A, we have to iterate through the values inside a dictionary. That's why we will be writing for I in A, and answer is equals to answer multiplied by A times I. And then we have written answer is equals to answer multiplied by, that means suppose if the value is 1 over here, 1 will be multiplied by A square bracket I. That means it will first go to this number. Then next time whatever the output would be, like right now it would be 12. So 12 multiplied by, in the next round 12 multiplied by 3. Then in the next round whatever the value would be, that will be multiplied with 2. Then again in the next loop round we will have whatever value, and whatever value will be multiplied by 15 over here. And that's how we'll get the output in the end, that the sum of all the items in the dictionary is whatever our value, that means whatever our variable is. Now talking about last question over here, write a Python program to sort a dictionary by key. So what we need to do, we need to sort a dictionary by key. We have seen how to sort it by values, but it cannot be done. So we have done this similar kind of a question before, that write a Python program to sort a dictionary by value. So we did it by writing a dot values. Similarly, if you will be using a dot keys over here, then you will be getting the similar kind of an output. So here what we need to do, we need to put a dot keys over here, plus we need to assign some numbers over here. So let's say I'll be writing 12. Here I'll be writing 34. Here I'll be writing 48. And here I'll be writing 2. And let me discomment it. And here what we need, because we need keys over here, so if I run it, I get the output like this, that it is sorted in this way, ascending order. So guys, these were our 4 very simple questions of dictionary. I hope you have understood how we have done it. In our next session, we will be starting with a completely new module that is called as sets. We will be discussing the set functions and we will be doing problem solving based on sets as well. So stay connected guys, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.